get this day started, guys. All right. Come in here, smallmouth. Yeah, buddy. All right, guys, we gotta start somewhere. All right. Thanks for biting, smallmouth. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in for another one. Here on this Friday, June the 13th, we're going to be fishing once again the Big Coal River here in southern West Virginia. If you guys watched my last video, you'll see that we caught some numbers, and we in fact caught some pretty good quality fish. But we are fishing a different section here, a section I haven't fished in a while. And we're going to be starting with something that you probably, I know you haven't never seen me throw before. Now, you may have seen me throw those Z-Man little smaller 2 3/4 inch tubes, but that fish right there, guys, which was our first one of the day, was caught on a coffee tube. Green pumpkin, I believe it's a 3 1/2 inch, using a 1/8 ounce weight. And a lot of people, from my understanding, consider it one of the best smallmouth lures, at least soft plastics, that there is. So we may put that theory to a test and just see what happens. I thought the green pumpkin would work good in this clear water, and it didn't take 5 minutes to land our first one. So once again, it's June the 13th here. We are approaching the summer months. It is going to get hot, and I think it's going to be in the mid-80s today. It's already hot, and it's about 9:45. So hopefully we can catch some fish, maybe some numbers, and who knows, we might catch a few big ones. So you guys join me today, and let's see if we can make it happen. Well, guys, let's just throw it back over there. You can see here, probably not in 2 or 3 foot of water. A little bit of current. We had one little smallie sitting there. He gobbled up his tube. I'll show you guys what I'm starting with here. Man, this water's good and clear. So had some of these coffee tubes. I've had them for a while, guys, just never have thrown them. And a lot of people say, I know they'll catch fish, but it's just something I've never used. So we will put it to the test. We're going to start with it at least and see what happens. That's a 3 1/2 inch tube. Pretty good piece of plastic there. I've got some those smaller Z-Man tubes. In fact, I do have some green pumpkin in that as well. So we got a little bit bigger size, a little bit smaller size, and we'll see what they prefer today. If they keep biting this 3 1/2 inch, we may keep it on there, but probably at some point we'll change it up. Only time will tell. We'll have to see what happens, guys. Oh yeah. All right. Got another one. Yeah. Slinging water everywhere right in my face, buddy. Here's our second one, guys. All right. All right, guys. Fish number 2 here. I haven't really covered that much water at all. We've got a couple bites, a couple of fish. Just using that, I guess, like a normal tube style jig head exposed hook. So hopefully our hookup ratio is a little better today. So far 2 for 2, we'll see. Another good hole of water right here. Working this coffee tube. It looks like an excellent spot for some smallmouth. We do have quite a bit of leaves on the water, but I don't think that's going to be a factor here with this single hook. We got another one? What the heck is this? This is not a fish. We don't want to catch any of them today, but that's probably going to happen a few times with an exposed hook. A lot of times I'll run a weedless setup, but we're going to try it here today and see what happens. In fact, there's quite a bit of leaves on the water, as you can see right there, just kind of in this little eddy right here. But it looks like water does have some pretty good depth to it. It's got some current coming into it, a perfect place for some smallmouth, so hopefully we can find another one. We got one. Guys, he was running with it. All right. Get him in here. That was weird. But I'll take it. Another little one. That was a funny bite right there. I initially felt the fish bump it. Then I just kind of stopped it and let it just kind of flutter down, let it spiral down, and he hit it. But I noticed my line, he was running. I could tell my line was moving, so he had that bait, and I didn't exactly know it. I knew I got a bite, but just a very subtle bite. And I could just see my line taking off. That's fish number 3 here, guys. Still got the green pumpkin coffee tube on here. Just kind of jumping around. We are in a different section on the Big Coal River. We'll see if we can keep getting bit. It's about midday. I think it's about 12. Probably close to 12:30, and this is water I haven't fished in a while, but we're going to give it a go today. And it is warming up. I don't see any rain in the area just yet, but I think it's about a 60% chance today. Hopefully we can get a session in here before the rains do come, if they come. So far we're getting some bites here. Not crazy bites, but we'll see what happens. We'll keep it on a little while here longer. I'm gonna fish some of this current to my right. I just got in this hole and kind of threw it over here on the first cast. That little smalley nailed it. There he is. Little feller. Come in here, little man. See how good we got you hooked. All right, guys. Got him hooked pretty good here. All righty. Beautiful little fish here. This time, guys, on the Z-Man tube. I downsized here. We've got the 2 3/4 inch green pumpkin here. Just got it Ned rigged there. Kind of running it weedless. That's how we caught that fish. I'm gonna try it a little while here, and I was having some trouble hooking up, even though I was using that exposed hook on that bigger 3.5 coffee tube. Plus I wanted to try this anyway, so we'll see what happens. We hooked up right there for our first one on the Z-Man tube. But guys, that's a smaller tube. I do believe that's 2.75 inches. But we'll see how our hookup goes. That is, if we get some bites. I'm hoping we get some bites. There we go. There we go. Now this is a tiny fish. Hey guys, we do have a rock bass. Man, it's been a while since I have caught a rock bass. Beautiful little fish right here. Thanks for biting. Yeah, folks, it's been a while. I don't know, it may be the first of the year that I've caught a rock bass. It has been a while. But I think that just made number 5. I can't believe how far I've been able to wade down through here. There have been some deep spots. As you can see right here, I'm in the middle of the river. It's got a deep side. I don't know where I'm going. Haven't fished this part, so we're just kind of going downstream. Usually go upstream, but today we're going downstream and we're in some decent water here. Throwing up here under this sycamore tree. Got a couple bites and finally landed that little rock bass. I think maybe that's the one that was biting, but you never know. There's a lot of places for him to hide. Oh yeah. All right guys, here's our best one. All right. I don't know how big he is just yet, but it's like a nice fish. Come in here, buddy. He's in some current. Yeah. Yes. All right. Here's our best fish, guys. Beautiful fish. All right, guys. Beautiful fish right here. 13 inches for number 6. Thanks for biting, buddy. Thanks for biting. So far, guys, that's the biggest one. Thought he was a little bigger than that, but 13. So far, our biggest. Just let him go. There he goes, man. Thank you. Guys, I just about passed up this little place. You can see it's not very deep. I don't even think it's 2 foot, maybe 1.5 feet deep. It's where we caught our biggest. I think makes number 3 here on the Z-Man tube. I think he was over sitting in that shade. But we are getting some bites on this smaller tube. Hopefully we can get some more. Well guys, we are coming up on our final stretch here. The bite's not been all that hot. We, have caught a few fish here. I think 3 on the coffee tube and 3 on the Z-Man tubes. But I think we got a big deep hole around that curve. I'm going to try to cross right here and fish this all the way down to that big deep hole, hoping we can get some more bites. But the bite has definitely tapered off. It's probably because we're in midday, maybe. I haven't even really seen that many fish. This water's crystal clear, but let's go down here and try to cross. Probably right through here would be the best way. That really looks good down there. Well, guys, I believe they've just about shut off. Didn't get any more bites on the tube, so I thought I'd just switch it up. Throw this Helgermite. So far I haven't got a bite on it either, but we're not throwing the black, we are throwing the natural color right there. It doesn't get any more natural than that, but it's been a while since we got a bite, so I don't know if we're going to get another one or not, but we're sure going to try. I may even in fact have to go back up the river and cross, because I don't know if I can cross down here. It is pretty deep. I think something just bumped it there when I was reeling that in. But you think you would catch one on the Nico Helgermite, this natural color, and it's clear. I mean, this is crystal clear water. But so far we've not done that. Been fishing for about 10 minutes now, and there should be some in here, but like I say, guys, it just may be that time where they've shut down. Till later this evening probably, but we'll see. We'll keep throwing it. We're just walking back this way. I didn't really want to cross. I wanted to really come back and fish a little bit of what I fished before with this Helgermite to see if that makes any difference. I don't know that it will. I'm just not seeing the fish, guys. We will I don't know, probably fish another at least 1/8 mile back and see if we can get a bite on this natural hellgrammite, man. I just would be shocked if we didn't. If we don't get a bite on the old natural, they probably just shut down for the moment, because that's one of my go-to baits as well. Not only that black obsidian, but this natural color is real good to throw, especially in this clear water. So far we just had that one bite back there. Little tiny fish chased it all the way in, but we'll go up through this way and make some more casts. It's all we can do. There he is. There he is. Have we got one on the hellgrammite? I believe so. And man, he was a small one. But hey, that's our first one. Right at the base of that rock's where he hit. I believe he hit it as soon as it hit the water. Seen him come up and make a big splash, but he was a little feller. But that's our actually first fish on the hellgrammite. So what's that make, number 7? You think there'd be one right over there, man, in this current. But I didn't get any hits a while ago throwing the tube through here. Thought there'd be some right there. It's kind of a little eddy here, deep hole of water with a lot of current. Also a lot of leaves on the water. But we're running this hellgrammite weedless. They're just not biting, guys, other than that one little one there. There we go. There we go. Thought I felt you, buddy. All right, guys, number 2 on the hellgrammite. It was another quick release over in that calm water. There he is. I seen you coming after it, buddy. I seen you. All right, guys. Seems like the bite's picking back up, at least for the natural Nico. Thank you, buddy. There he is. There he is. He come out for it. Guys, they are chasing this hellgrammite. All right. I hear you, man. This is a little better fish than the last couple. I don't know, 10 inches maybe? Thanks, Molly. I'll tell you what. I casted that in a tree and just let it drop in the water, and he chased it from one side to the other. I seen him hit it. I don't know, that makes 9 or 10. Well, guys, I believe we are going to have to leave it right there. I don't have any more time left to fish, although I would probably keep fishing if I had the time, but I got to get back. I got to do some stuff around the house, but I appreciate you guys spending a little time with me here today. I thought I'd come out explore a new section of the Big Coal River. Now, those first 2 fish I caught earlier today, I had fished that part, but we are on up the river from where that was. I think we ended up maybe catching 9 or 10 fish, but these last 7 or 8 are on a different section. And that's one thing I like to get out here and do. You never know where these places are, and chances are the ones you have to put a little bit more effort into eventually pay off and get more bites. And we got some bites today, like I said, maybe caught 9 or 10. One to really come out and, you know, throw those tubes. It's one thing that I haven't really been throwing, and I know tubes is an excellent bait for these smallmouth. I'd just be curious to get your guys' feedback. Let me know what you've been throwing, what kind of, you know, tubes you think are the best. I threw the coffee tubes, caught a couple, I think maybe 3 on that, and 3 on the Z-Man tubes. Now, The coffee tubes was about a 3.5 inch, I think, tube, a little bit bigger tube. Seemed like that's what I prefer, but you never know. Sometimes they want that smaller profile, and we end up catching, I think, 3 on the Z-Man for a total of 6 on the tubes today. So that's one thing I'm going to be getting better at, is throwing those tubes. You better believe I'll be throwing more of them, even through the Helgramite today, and caught 3 or 4 on it. Not on the black obsidian, but the natural color, guys. If you ever get a chance to throw that natural, that's probably my 2 favorite colors in the Helgramite, and I think we caught 3 or 4 on it. But for now, guys, I'm going to have to get home. I got some stuff I have to do around the house. Again, I appreciate you guys spending a little time with me here today. We're going to leave it right here on the Big Coal River, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.